Hey, what is going on, guys? Fursty here, back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys each and every one of the 13 special ops calling cards in Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, I'm not only going to be showing you these calling cards, but I'm also going to be going into each and every one in depth and how you can get these, and also some strategies on how you can get them faster and more efficiently. So here's what all the calling cards look like. This is the entire list. Now, there are probably a lot of calling cards in here that you're not familiar with. Two of these calling cards I definitely have seen a lot in multiplayer. I'm not sure about you guys, but Plague and Nuclear are two of the more common calling cards. If you actually don't know how to get Nuclear, I will go into that in just a second, and I actually have a very easy strategy on how to get that calling card on my channel already. Without waiting any longer, let's just hop into the first calling card. Now, the first calling card in the set is called Phase Hunter. Now, what you have to do to get this calling card is follow another FTL rig into phase shift and kill them there. So pretty much what this means is FTL is a combat rig. It's the one that has the eraser, FTL jump, and phase shift. Now, phase shift, if you guys don't know, is pretty much like when you go into another dimension, avoiding all damage, and other phase players can engage you. Now, the thing about this is nobody can see you but the other phase players. So finding another person that used phase shift the same time as you is pretty rare, which is why I can see this being one of these special calling cards. But that is going to be the challenge you have to do. What I would recommend on getting this is just running this rig, obviously, and looking to see if other enemies in the game you are in are using the same one. And if they are, stay. If they aren't, do not stay. Just look for another lobby and try to get into like more of an objective game mode, like hardpoint or domination, so you have a better chance of catching them on a certain part of the map, since it's more of a directed area like flags and hardpoints, for example. So that's definitely where I would go for that. Moving in at number 2, we have War Chief. Now, to get this calling card, you need to melee an enemy without killing them, then survive for an entire minute. So pretty much what this is you just pull out your gun and you weapon butt somebody and then run away from them and stay alive for an entire minute. This one doesn't seem too difficult. I'm sure that after a couple of attempts you can accomplish this. Pretty much what you're just going to want to do is get to an enemy, hit them, and then maybe try and stun them or use a rig to get away. FTL shift would be a good choice. And after you hit them, just use your rig, equipment, or just run as fast as you can around a corner to get away, and then hide for a minute to survive. Coming in at number 3, we have Plague. Now, this one is more common. A lot of people that see the description of this don't actually get it, which I was one of those people as well. But what you have to do is melee an enemy who has been plagued. Now, when they say who has been plagued, they're pretty much just talking about anyone else that has this calling card. So the best way to probably get this is to just hop into an infected and then infect yourself and start knifing everybody that you see on the other team, and do this until you get this calling card. Now, for those of you that haven't actually looked at your calling cards, you might have this one because this is one that's a lot more common. You don't actually know when you're going to get it because it's based off of just if someone else has it, which is pretty random, but a lot of people are getting this, so it should be one of the easier ones for you to accomplish. Moving in at number 5, we have Epic Run. Now, to get this calling card, you need to get 2 kills with 1 bullet while wall running. So obviously with this one, if you are going to be playing core, you should probably be using a sniper or a shotgun. But if I were you, and for myself, I would rather go into hardcore because you kill people faster. You can run FMJ or something and you can shoot people. Usually you'll get a one-shot kill in hardcore, so this would be a lot easier to do in hardcore, which is where I would take this challenge. Moving in at number 6, we have Epic Slide. Now, this is pretty similar to the last one. You need to get 2 kills with 1 bullet while power sliding. So same deal, I would go into a hardcore domination, hardcore TDM, something like that, and I would just look for a bunch of people. It'd probably be a lot easier to do in hardcore domination, but once you find people, maybe the enemies are capping B flag or something, just maybe throw a stun and slide out there and start spraying, and hopefully you can get a good lineup. You could also do it more tactically and throw your stun, know where they are, try to get a good lineup, and then slide and shoot. This is kind of like a hit or miss. It might take a few tries to get, but again, this shouldn't be too hard of a challenge to accomplish. Moving in at number 7, we have Bounce House. Now, for this calling card, you need to get 2 headshot kills in a row with Ricochet. Now, this is definitely going to be one of the more difficult challenges because using Ricochet to get a headshot is extremely difficult, especially 2 in a row. Now, I've seen a few people do this, and the way they have done it is they have found a camper, they have gone behind them, and they have just shot at the ground or a wall right next to them and try to get the headshot. Once they got one, they would hide and they would wait for another camper or someone to sit in an area. It's a lot easier to do on someone that's not moving, which is why I would run on the outskirts of the map looking for a camper. It's kind of based off of the lobby you get in, but once you do find one, I would aim towards the wall or towards the ground right next to them and hopefully get off the headshot. If you already have one in your life, I would recommend using a combat rig like reactive armor so you have a little more health. So if you don't get it at first and they spot onto you, you can keep trying and use your reactive armor to have a little bit more time to aim in and try to get that headshot. Moving in at number 8, we have triple slide stop. Now for this calling card, you need to get 3 kills in a row using the last bullet in a clip. So for this one, I play a game mode like domination or hardpoint where there's a lot of people in one area and you're just going to want to go after them, spray them down, and hope that you take your entire mag to kill the last one. It's kind of one of those challenges that's based off of luck. It's going to take a little bit of time, but this isn't extremely hard like the last one, and will definitely take a lot more time than some of the other ones, but it shouldn't be too difficult. But if you go for it for about a day or so, you should probably get this challenge done. It's kind of just something that takes a little bit of time, but after you put in the work to get it, you should achieve it in like under a day or so. Coming in at number 9, we have Howl the. This is a challenge that has been in Call of Duty for quite a while. I definitely remember this one from Modern Warfare 3. But what you have to do is kill an enemy by triggering an explosive with another explosive. So it's kind of like the domino effect with explosives. Now this challenge is going to definitely be one of the harder ones to accomplish because you kind of have to lure one of the enemies into a trap. But for the equipment I would use on this, I would probably see myself using the trip mine and C4. I think those are probably 2 of the best ones to do this with. I'm not completely sure though because I haven't used lethals too much in this game, but this is one of those challenges that's definitely going to take a lot of time. You're going to have to get somebody in your trap. If I were to give you a game mode to do this in, it'd probably be something along the lines of S&D domination, something where an enemy is already going to go to that certain area just based off of the objective. So that's definitely a game mode that I would go into it with, and I would make sure that you run like scavenger or something so you have multiple attempts in one life. Coming in at number 10, we have Chimp Warfare. Now for this challenge you have to damage an enemy with 4 different weapons without killing them. So definitely a challenge that is going to take a little bit of time. Now considering the fact that you can only run 2 weapons on your class at one time, I would recommend being around a dead body where you can pick up a weapon, maybe tag someone up, quickly pick up the weapon on the ground, tag them up again, then switch to your secondary, tag them up once more, and then just try to run away or find another weapon on the ground. This is definitely something that is going to be a little more difficult and a little more frustrating for you to accomplish. There's a few different ways you could go about this, but the way I just told you I think would probably work the best. That's what I'm going to be trying to do when I get this calling card, so let me know if it worked out for you guys in the comment section below. Coming in at number 11, we have Chrome Dome. Now to unlock this calling card, you need to save yourself and 2 teammates from a Trinity Rocket score streak using the Dome Shield. Now the Dome Shield is a tactical that you can place down on the ground that pretty much makes a bubble around you that protects you. Now this is definitely going to be one of those annoying challenges to complete because it's totally random. You have to be around 2 teammates and the enemy has to be calling in a Trinity Rocket on your head while you have the Dome Shield. Now this would probably be something that would be easier to do if you had a party of friends. You and your friends could all get together and cap a flag or something, and you could just wait for the enemies to call on a Trinity Rocket, which is definitely something that's rare because I haven't seen a lot of people use this score streak in public match. But the best way to do this is to go on like a flag or something if you're playing solo, or just be with your friends and all be running together if you know the enemy has a Trinity Rocket. Once they use it, quickly place down your Dome Shield and have everybody hide inside it. But this is definitely going to be a random challenge to accomplish, and honestly probably one of the more frustrating ones too. Coming in at number 12, one of the calling cards that a lot of people haven't known for a long time. This one actually came out of Call of Duty Ghost. I do remember doing this one in that game. This is called No Idea What I'm Doing. Now to unlock this challenge, you have to kill 100 enemies using the Hailstorm with an optic akimbo and quick draw attached. Now the Hailstorm is a 3-round burst energy pistol, and this is definitely a challenge that nobody would have thought to do because it is very random. The class is very random. I think the person that actually figured this out went into like the code of the game or something to find it in there, and after he did that, he told somebody, and then the word got around, and that's pretty much how I got this in my video today. But getting a Kimbo on this pistol does take a lot of time. You get that at like level 11, so you have to grind out this pistol before you can even start doing the challenge. So this is definitely going to be one of, if not the most frustrating challenge to complete. But after you do, it is very rewarding, and I would say it's one of the easier ones too. It's not really based off of like randomness or teammates or enemies or anything else besides just you and the time it takes to do it. So after you get the attachments that you need, if you don't have them already, I do think that after a while of frustrating and low KD games, you will get this challenge if you're really going for it, and it will be rewarding, and then you'll never have to do it again, which is probably the best benefit of completing this challenge. Moving in at number 13, we have Nuclear. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said that I could give you guys a very easy strategy on how to get this calling card. All you have to do is earn a deatomizer strike in Infinite Warfare. A deatomizer strike is a nuke, as it says right in the calling card, and a lot of people struggle with this because they think that you have to get a special weapon to get this, and then you have to actually get the nuke in pubs, but that is actually wrong. As of now, you can go into Infected, and you can get this in Infected, and it will give you the calling card, and it's very easy. You don't need any weapon variants. Just go on a 25 kill streak in Infected. After you get the 25 kill streak, you will automatically be awarded this calling card. If you want any further tips and tricks on how to do this in Infected, I do have a video on that I will have in the description below. I actually just made that yesterday, so go check that out if you haven't seen it already. Now, the final challenge that you unlock after getting all these other ones done is called Special Ops Master. This is the calling card you are awarded with after completing every single other Special Ops challenge. Now, it says right in the description, complete all of the secret Special Ops challenges. Once you do, you'll be awarded this calling card, which in my opinion isn't even really the best one in here. It's definitely up for debate, but there are a lot of really cool ones that I see in here. One of my favorites is definitely going to be the Nuclear one, because I just think that it looks really clean. I like the colors on it. That's pretty much going to do it for the video. I hope you guys did learn something in this video, as that was my goal in making it. If you guys did, please drop a like, because I'd really appreciate that. Also, comment down below which is your favorite Special Ops calling card, and if there is any other strategies that you have for other people on how to obtain these. But don't forget to subscribe to me on my channel if you guys are new. Also, turn on post notifications so you never miss another one of my uploads. I'm on the road to 200 subscribers, and until next time, guys, I am out. Peace.